Hi everyone, a very good morning and a very warm welcome to the morning meditation today. Today we are going to be experimenting with meditation on the topic of the touch of truth. So when we are, we all must have actually heard this story, right? That uh, sometimes, when there was a princess, and whenever she touched anything with her finger, that object um, would miraculously turn into gold. Yes, we all have heard about this, right? So um, that is the power of touch, right? That if something is so pure and that power is there, then it has the power to transform. The thing can change, right? And when we are talking about the power of truth in the spiritual context, we are of course, in the spiritual context, the touch is also spiritual in nature, not a physical kind of touch. But that touch of truth actually helps transform, reform, uh, and change the spirit, the soul, this point of light of it changes who we are, right? And there is a certain difference between the touch of what the transformation that happens with any kind of touch in the physical sense. That touch and that transformation may last for a few minutes, a few years. We all have also heard about, when there are people who maybe give a hug to another person, and as if the sorrows go away or some problem is solved and those kind of things, someone is healed. So of course there are benefits from that as well, and there is power in that, but still the results may sometimes last for um, a short period of time, even if it is for a few years. But here, when we are touched by truth, the spiritual truth, the results or the actual experience of truth, even for 1 minute, 2 minutes, longer, how much ever, if we are really experiencing the truth of the soul, the spirit, then we see that it transforms um, the soul on a more permanent basis. It is more constant, that uh, even if it is a little bit of truth that we experienced, and the transformation may be very minuscule even, but still um, the, that effect or the impact is permanent and constant. So our aim here is definitely, when we are talking about the the soul's transformation, then each little bit of transformation makes a big difference in our spiritual journey towards our progress of the soul, right? We all want to attain that perfect state of the soul for ourselves, which leads us to happiness and leading a very loving life with everyone. So we may not become 100%, we may not have 100% transformation in the first day or even few months or years, but that little bit definitely takes us towards that 100%. Yeah? So this power and the touch of truth is extremely important to experience in every meditation, in every opportunity that we have during the day. So let us experiment with it right now. Like always, we choose a comfortable sitting position. Just taking a moment to check that the body is relaxed, mind is alert, and we Observe. Simply observe the mind. We observe that right now the thoughts and our attention is on everything that is bound to change. The position of the furniture in the room, the light in the room, or wherever we are, the noise levels, everything is bound to change. It is temporary. And what is temporary cannot be the truth. Truth remains constant. And so we use the best intellect to choose the option of being in the experience of truth. And for that we connect with the one who is real, who is true. That one is the point of light. That point of light is not temporary. That point of light is eternal, immortal, imperishable. That point of light knows that he does not belong to this temporary physical world. The temporary physical world is a story world where this tiny point of light travels to play a character in the story. In my case, Kanupriya. So this point of light is aware that he does not belong to the story world. The point of light belongs to a world that is beyond the story world. That world is the world of truth, the home of truth. Just experience the constancy of truth in this world beyond. World where there is nothing that changes. This world is changeless. This world is silent world. There is no noise from the story world. In this world, light exists forever. The touch of truth from the world beyond revives the soul, the point of light. Takes him out of that deception of falsehood of the story world. He can see clearly that he is not a part of the story. That is not the real him. He knows that he is just a point of light forever, playing different roles and characters in different stories at different times. That is temporary in nature. The truth of the soul is just being a point of light, belonging to this silent world of light where nothing and no one changes ever. Touch of truth brings one back to reality. Untarnished, untainted beauty of truth, the complete truth of the point of light as it is. The calm is constant in this truth. No distractions from the story world. Calmness that arises due to fullness of the true being. In this world beyond of truth, there is nothing lacking. And so, this point of light in the true experience can feel the touch of spiritual love. That is true love. This love rejuvenates. This point of light. Love that is unadulterated, uncomplicated. Love where there is freedom. That releases the soul from all bondages. The love from the supreme being of light. True love. The touch of truth. Is where when the soul wants to be, experiencing the true joy, happiness. One step closer to experiencing this true state forever and always. There is no pull or push from that story world. We see the separation, that line clearly, the line of deception, falsehood, temporary, and beyond the line is permanency, constancy, truth, clarity. And so we choose to be in this truth, to be touched by this truth as often as we want during the day. This is all that we are looking for, that security based on constancy, permanency, changeless world. The original and eternal experience of the point of light. And when we come with this attitude, after having been touched by truth, when we come into the story world to play our character, it changes our worldview for the story world. We come one step closer to being in that true behavior, the true attitude towards everyone and every object in our interactions in the story world. And that is the beauty of truth. It brings goodness and love and happiness for everyone. So for the rest of the day, we keep an aim to touch the truth. And experience the magic of truth. Om Shanti. Have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon, depending on where you're joining from. And it's always lovely to meet you all. Thank you so much.